Hello again, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. This is Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm here with another intuitive message. Keep in mind, this may resonate, this may not resonate. Take what resonates, but leave what doesn't. Okay? This is all creative energy. So I started a reading. I was like 13 minutes in just now, and I stopped it. This is people trying to figure you out. Like I had these cards laid out, and I started the reading. I want to start over. I have to start over. There's too many distractions. You started with the Seven of Wands, and it clarified with the Devil. So you're stopping people at the door with their assumptions, with their ignorance, with their interest in you on a tabloid level. Okay, you got separate energies on each side. You have cards on each side. I started with the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, right? Four of Pentacles, King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and then the Justice. I was shuffling, and the Justice card came out. But that seems to keep coming out, no matter what reading I'm doing, what style of reading I'm doing. It keeps coming out. Could be because it's Libra season. It's just justice. At this point, it's just a high energy of justice for people who want to get in your circle and infiltrate to extort you spiritually or tangibly. Okay? What I was saying about with this Seven of Cups, this heavy drinker, it's like the analogy I use is someone's trying to outdrink you at your table, at your party. You know what I mean? So you can't compare a Seven of Cups with a King of Wands. A King of Wands grabs their dick at no matter what, man or woman. They sit in their pride and self respect, and they don't bend for nobody. Hence the Seven of Wands with the Devil. The Devil's I said it's the Capricorn card, but they're very spiritual people, people who have Capricorn in their chart, which is Capricorn energy, period. You're stopping people at the door with their analogies, and you're forced to retreat as well. So this is like an intervention. That's the Most High step in, and it's like, wait a minute, you go your way, and you go your way, okay? Because you got retreat. But you also, I look at the illustrations on the cards. Look at the Three of Swords. Somebody they checked their references about you, and you're a silent killer, metaphorically, okay? Because there are people who already made like major attempts against you, trying to flip it off on you like you're the one that's in some kind of secret society, some kind of a cult, because of what you do for passion. I use Marie Laveau as an example, as an analogy. People didn't know she was a devout Catholic. People didn't know that she was spiritual, but you have to be spiritual to be religious as well. But they thought she was on the darker side of spirituality. But those who are in it on a tabloid level, sometimes those opinions supersede the truth. Either way, she's a legend, but it's mixed reviews as to what she's a legend for. You know, whether she's dark or more dark than light or what have you. However, energetically, it feels like she, um, obviously, she was a strong influence, but she was a Mother Teresa figure, somebody who's a missionary woman, somebody who was there for the people. And obviously, you get stones thrown at you for doing the right thing. That's every prophet went through it. You know, anybody who wants to tell the truth does it. Anybody who's holistic will be ridiculed in a land of politics. You know, where this land is built up is based off corruption. Obviously, they take from everybody, and they built a business off of it. True doppelgangers, right? So we should all be able to spot a doppelganger from a mile away because we were raised in the energy of copycats. People are takers. People are bullies. So when I see this Seven of Wands right here, it's like you don't need the opinions of others to move you. You don't need somebody to write a fancy review under your work. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Your impression and your influence on people is going to speak for itself, and you know that. Okay? No weapons formed against you shall prosper. I hear that. I also hear, I mean, it's a lot of fire energy here. Even before the King of Wands came out, it gave me Leo energy. And the King of Wands is Leo energy, strong Leo energy. So I was about to get into why the Four of Pentacles, I'm sorry, not the Four of Swords. The Three of Swords to me represents people who invested a lot of time, it's past tense, who invested a lot of time trying to get on top of you but did not succeed. They were the ones that were in some kind of occult or secret society. While you have to also retreat as well. You have to go radio silent. You had to. Okay? Even in this description, they're sailing across the water. You have to go quiet because it was just way too much for a woman and children, or for a man and his family and his women and children, how it resonates. Or just even if you're by yourself. You could be somebody who just have a pet. It was just too much. You had to retreat. So as you retreated, that's when God stepped in. It's like you take the first step, he takes over. So you isolated yourself, or I don't see the Hermit card is not here, but that energy is here. To go into isolation. Even the Four of Swords, it's not talking, moving past any kind of betrayal. You're not reacting to any kind of betrayals or disrespect. You're not speaking on it. You're not giving these people no free promotion. And yet you're still for you to be more silent, you're more dangerous now than ever. You're more of an influence now than ever. With that Seven of Wands and the Devil card there. And also what I got with this King of Wands and Seven of Pentacles here is that was your energy. Although that's an action taker, that's somebody who takes the lead, who takes accountability. Creative accountability, spiritual accountability, somebody who can be playful, but very business savvy. Not to be basic about it, but this King of Wands, this person, yeah, they're spiritual, but they have a lot of abilities that they're accused of playing in the dark arts about. Obviously, that's not the case, but be prepared that you're going to get ridiculed like that. You got people that done planted the seeds in people's minds that you're doing something extra to get to where you are or to mislead the people. So be mentally prepared for that. It's going to devastate you at first because these are the same people who used to pay you for your services or seek your counsel, and then they flip on you. I get that. I get that with the Four of Pentacles. That's people talking possessively, trying to keep a tab on you, yet keep their distance. Like somebody's a real heavy drunk. I keep saying that. Somebody's a drinker, and they're gonna drown themselves drinking too much because they got lung problems or liver problems. They're gonna drown themselves. It's going to be devastating. Yeah, somebody is sick. That's going to be devastating. Could be a parental figure. They could be sick right now. I hear a parental figure is getting wind of what that you could be, that you are some kind of like leader, spiritualist. The Judgment card flipped over. I'll put that next to the Justice card. Because Judgment is being called out. Like I said, this is people who used to pay you for your services. And then they turn on you. They turn against you. When they're persuaded. I don't know if they were easily persuaded, but it wasn't that hard, let's just say. They were persuaded. And now they're coming at you with these difference of opinions, and you're like, nah, no. You're the one that is not firm upon what you want to believe. Don't bring that to my front door. Do not ask me to join you or bear witness or something you want to say that's against me. Like, find another sucker. Then you got the King of Cups. I told you, you're not gonna lose your temper about this. Now it's two energies here, and I told you that fire and water is very creative energy. You made something real. You made something happen. Hold on. You did big things when you moved to that city. I heard that. When you moved to that city, nothing was ever the same for you. So somebody could be moving. This could be future for some or past tense for some. When you moved, everything was different. It's like how you get from under the yoke of the negativity of where you came from. It could be a particular neighborhood or a particular town or city. People don't make it out of there very much. It's very far and in between. How did you manage to do it? That's why they think you in an occult. Why did you help? Like that? It's just interesting. It's not that they're hating on you. It's interesting how you made your way out of the illusion that this is the best thing ever and people should stay here. Like, how did you make it out of the asylum? Boom. But there's Seven of Cups here. How did you make it out of it? A lot of people here, they get played. They're mental. They're made to think they have mental instabilities when they don't. They have physical things that need to be healed, and they're being made to believe it's mental. That's how they get stuck. So what does this say for you? The reason, so for you, what it shapes up like you're called to do a service for the people, but you can't be in the same like barrel, like a crab in a barrel, so to speak. You can't be in that space and have creative control. You have to take creative accountability. You have to take the first step, and God did the rest for you with the Fool card on the bottom. You took a chance, and it more than paid off for you. People thought you was delusional initially, or maybe just on some kind of psychedelic drug, or like you would just fall off onto some psychedelic drug, because people know that it's no easy feat. You hear success stories all the time. A lot of times they're homeless. A lot of times their families turn on them. A lot of times the very few people beat those odds when they want to be something great, when they want to be their highest form of their self. And God tells everybody, you can have what you want. I'm not going to change your condition until you make the effort to change it yourself. So if all you have to do is take the first step, He got the rest. But it's not as simple as just saying it. I mean, it is, because He doesn't forsake people, but there's work that has to be done. You may not ask the fashion of how the work is going to come to you. So like I said, it could be serious things like homelessness and just constantly nobody believes in you for like 8 months straight, and then out of nowhere, boom, everybody's rocking with you. Like those 8 months are very crucial. They're very difficult. It almost makes people, it's not for the faint heart. It's not for the weak. It will make people want to go back to what's comfortable. Like those little towns or those neighborhoods, like you know how to survive that because you grew up like that, right? It's not easy to get out of your comfort zone, and people see you do that. They saw you do that, but you also got boundaries up. It's like, wait, you just was scared about my progress. Now you think you want to come over here and get a taste of what it feels like to be in my world, the world I created for myself. Just being brave. That's what I'm getting. So whoa, these cards are so slippery. Let's talk about some of the things that you do to maintain poise. Like there's stuff you do to maintain professionalism, and then there's things you do to maintain self-care. Like some people saw a lot, they witnessed a lot of the experiences you've been through. They witnessed it. They wasn't in it with you, but they witnessed it. Like they was around you for some of it. So these are people who might check in on you every now and again. Like, I wonder how she's doing. You know, not in a negative way, but just, I wonder how she's doing. Like, that can't be easy for nobody. People are authentically concerned about you. Like, this triggers somebody's emotional state. Like, they might have thought you was a dreamer, a daydreamer. Seven of Cups is daydreaming too. Like, not grounded. Like, your feet are not planted, but you also have the Seven of Pentacles. Just like you have the Four of Swords, but you also have the Four of Pentacles. So there's some stubbornness here. And there's a lot of, I'm not going to argue with nobody energy here. The Seven of Pentacles is planting those seeds. That is pretty grounded. Like, you had the vision and you brought it and you planted the seeds to wait for it to come into fruition. Now, your overall energy is you're a boss. You're a leader. You are the leader. This is a leader, for better or for worse. It's like you get mixed, but like Marie Laveau, I heard her, she came up for a reason. She has mixed reviews. She has people who are into her on a tabloid level, and she also has people who are into her on a more authentic level, for her authenticity and for her abilities and what she did, how she contributed to the people. She just wanted to help people, and she did. It's like she was in her purpose. It never felt like work. Probably never felt like work. I'm sure it doesn't feel like work for you. Sell. Learn the art of sell. This gives me art of seduction as well. Embrace selling as a sacred exchange of energy, well-being, and goodwill between you and your ideal client. Honestly, I feel like the same people that do wish you well, they still don't have the heart to do what you did. Like they don't have it in them. It's like, I know what I can and can't do. Like, you're teaching people how to be authentic. Like, it ain't about keeping up with the Joneses. Do what's right for you. And you're teaching people how to do that through your actions. Clarify. Get clear on what activities and online platforms bring in your best clients. Focus your attention there and ignore distractions. I feel like that's what you're doing anyway. Because the Seven of Wands is there. That's why you're such an influence. Like, can't nobody come in and try to box you in or sell you a pipe dream, a pipe in a dream. Can't nobody give you hard dick and bubble gum. I heard that. With the Seven of Cups and King of Wands. Can't nobody, people see you and they see this. They see them boobs. They see that body. They see your mindset. She got a work ethic. Oh, she got her own this. She got that going on for her. I can't just go in there and play with her like that. They know they can't play. You set the bar high. You set your standards high. Yeah, you did. It's like these dates, these fancy dates, these high profile dates. I just saw something. I ain't trying to freak nobody out, but I just saw. Okay, let me keep going. These high profile dates, people come to listen to you speak. Your ancestors come to listen to you speak. I thought about my grandmother a lot today too. My mother's mother. She could be her. I don't know. Spiritually, she could be here. Her energy is definitely here. I feel like when our grandparents die, that's just that form of them that dies. They had kids and grandkids. Like, we still a lot like them. So they don't fundamentally leave, just that form of them, that replica of them left. I hear you, the goose that lays the golden egg. You can sell anything. I am a hustler, baby. I sell water to a well. I sell ice in hell. What did he say? He said something else, so I'm not gonna mess the man's song up, but you get what I'm saying. Prioritize. Yes, that's the name of the game. It's like narrow your focus. It's talking a lot about not being distracted. Split energy leads to poor results. Prioritize your most important business tasks and get them done first. And I feel like that's where you're at a point with that Four of Swords here. You left somebody in a trance, or left some people in a trance because they was kind of they were benefiting from you, from your energy. What's good. Like they were really learning a lot from you. And now you get ready to take it to a whole nother velocity. And it's when somebody thinks they had you pegged, you went and did something like super, like Superman and like Batman, like his character Bruce Wayne. He was a billionaire, like Iron Man. I like Iron Man as well. Like they're geniuses, billionaires, playboys, philanthropists. Boom. That's you. Public speaker. Like the world loves you. You know what I mean? But now they're gonna think you being selfish with your energy, or they think, oh, she does know her. Like you're so modest, they don't think you realize your power as much as they do. You know, they was really like kicking it with you, benefiting from you, and they thought you was just too modest to really perceive what they were doing as that. But it ain't really about them. You get ready. It's like, if you can do all this fancy, if you think you can do all this stuff with my energy, imagine what I'm going to do with my own energy. Like, let me do my own thing. Like I said, you're modest. You're not arrogant. You're not ungrateful. You have good character. Practice gratitude as a part of your sacred daily ritual. Feeling deep appreciation for your blessings manifests more abundance and joy. Absolutely. It's like you can't be stingy with. You gotta be humility. You gotta be humble. You gotta be humility. You have to be humble. Okay? It's not gonna work. They wanna know what you do to keep in shape like that. And this wanted to come out. Train. It says train on it. Exercise daily to keep your body and spirit strong, healthy, and full of energy you need to build your business. Well, what it does is it detoxes you, just like drinking tea detoxes you, or black coffee or water with lemon. Eating clean. This is the physical part. You gotta move your body a little bit. Yeah, the King of Wands is sexy anyway, so you put that with the devil, like you could sell anybody anything and they would just fall for you. Like you got people drooling over you right now. I'm not gonna lie. Mastermind. Look at that. Join a community of entrepreneurs who can give you love, support, and feedback you need to achieve your dreams. So that's really what it is. The part where you're retreating, the Four of Swords, the part where you're retreating is like they're gonna feel like, oh, now, we used to know this person, or this person decided not to hang with us anymore because they're doing bigger and better things, which on one hand they understand it, but it's a little bittersweet because you're very cool with these people and you always appreciated these people always appreciated you, but it's time to go because now you're moving into a different you're at a different level, so now you got to sit with people who are more at that level to take constructive criticism. Somebody who's a 9-to-5er can't give you advice on what it takes to be an entrepreneur, if that makes sense. What else? Profit. You're welcoming abundance into your life. You're creating a better relationship with money. You're rejoicing in the opportunities and experiences it brings. So for somebody, your success is really paying off. Your hard work is paying off. Your success is in fruition as we speak. Who the people I'm talking to, your success is already in fruition. This is like work your light. Whoops. This is a spiritual counsel you would give people when they ask you what's a good beauty regimen to keep my business up. Now people are asking you your expertise. So what advice based off my own business plan? Warrior woman. Sit down and don't move. Please stop moving. Have you answered to your deepest calling? Okay. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Exactly. Take a break. A life's work, not season, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So on one hand, you're putting firm boundaries up just to increase to not split your energy, which is going to lead to poor results. And you're at that you have that innate wisdom where you realize that at this point moving forward, that you're not going to be around people who have nothing to do with your business. Period. You have mouths to feed, even if it's just you. You and a pet, you and a dog. You don't always have to have children or a full family. That is a full family. Having a pet as well is a full family, and that's it. You just have things to do. Okay? You're doing everything to change your shit. This is a lot of alone energy. Like Capricorns retreat a lot anyway. They spend a lot of time alone. They spend a lot of time diligently working on their craft and they have very strong focus, narrow focus, a lot of great discipline. They're notorious for that discipline and producing really great results. And that's the energy, even if you're not a Capricorn or have it in your chart, that's okay. That's the energy that you are embodying, as to what's going to bring in these results. I give it by the spring, because Aries is springtime, March, April, you're going to see a turnaround in all the diligence. So right now you could have already started retreating and focusing on what you need to be doing and narrowing your focus and getting out of all that busy work with no fundamental results. Or if you haven't started it already, you're already in the process, you're making the point to do it now. Like either way is happening now. Like something with the energy, something with your energy now, and with the new moon and with the Mercury in retrograde. I think it's in Virgo, something like that. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Like this flipped out. I don't have no ill intentions, or anybody who ever crossed me or played with my friendship or I may have felt disrespected or offended. I forgive everybody. I wish everybody well. This is a spiritual journey for somebody. And it's like they're called to do it and they're ready to do it. They're up for the task. Warrior woman, because you definitely have the King of Wands here with the Devil card and the Seven of Pentacles. Like you're off to a really strong start. Actually, you're off to a very consistent. You're keeping up with what you started. That's what it is. You're keeping up with what you already started, and it's working out for you. Again, with the gratitude, you're writing a gratitude list of what you're thankful for. And health. Anything that's bad for your health, people, places, things, that's a wrap. All right, so I'm going to use my other tarot deck of cards to know more about this judgment. Here, let's pull this judgment right here. The Justice card and the King of Cups. Let's talk about that. I'm in my bistro area in my house. It's my study area I've made for my kids. And I like the reading. I like the sound of my voice here, and I like the The energy is fresh energy. I still have my vision board. I made my personal space, a part of it is an office. It's like the creative room where things come out where that true magician energy comes out. Not like manipulation, but like you got the tools in you to make the things happen. Basically, working the magician card in the upright is working your own creativity. The magician in the reverse is manipulation. Okay. Judgment, 9 of Wands. Yeah, not doing what's bad for your health. Justice card, Ace of Cups. This is an opportunity for emotional fulfillment. Some of you could be doing all this to call in your counterpart, your husband or wife, because she's wearing a wedding outfit, or what looks like a wedding outfit. Oh, baby, I love your way. Now I see the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So what I get from the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, what you've been doing for work, you could have been doing. You know how people keep their 9 to 5 to finance what they really want to do. The way it's been, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like planting. It's like you planted bad crop. It's just bad crop came out of what you initially was trying to do. So you had to switch up a lot of things that you already had set in place. You had to rearrange things to make it work, and it was taxing you mentally and spiritually. It was weighing you down. Okay, the 9 of Wands is the good fight. It's like, why are you fighting for something that you don't even see yourself in long term? It's like it was a dog eat dog kind of experience for you, and it just didn't do anything for you but threaten your health, force you into retreat. That's why the warrior woman is here. Have you answered to your deepest calling? Do something to change your energy. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Write your gratitude list. Get rid of the grudges. Get that illness out your heart before you start creating major health issues that are going to be beyond your control. Okay, you are that influence on one hand, but then on the other hand, you are putting up with things that had nothing to do with your business, and it was leading to poor results. It was splitting your energy up too much that it didn't work out like that. The Moon, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands in reverse. Now you were starting to lose patience. It's like your intuition was nudging you, kind of telling you, hey, you're going off course. You're going too far this way. Like you sliding off the road a little bit. Get back on the narrow, straight and narrow path. Okay, the 3 of Cups is happy, harmonious. You feel really good about yourself. Like this is not getting you to where you want to be. Like I see the determination as to how you manage to get off kilt. You have to be really determined in what you're trying to do, but you got to make sure you're following your intuition. That was the thing. It's like it's not in reverse, but it does represent secrets too. And there's judgment. It's right under the judgment card and a 9 of Wands. So someone could have been tricking you out of something that was rightfully yours, like a slow death. Like I'm not going to be obvious with it. I'm just going to be gradually taking little bits from you, spiritually or energetically, and I'm going to watch you fall apart. That's how you're going to get off your straight and narrow path, so I can hold on to you. But I don't see it working out like that. You snapped out of it. The 9 of Wands is the good fight. You're not going to be because the next card would be the 10 of Wands, where you would have successfully went through with something, but it would have not been worth it with all the burdens that would have come along with it. And you just caught yourself at the last minute is what it looked like. Like, this is not harvest crop. Let me just switch up my gears a little bit. Like Fast and Furious, how they put that nitrate button on and they just start taking off and they just kind of win the race like that. This is kind of what you did. And with that 9 of Wands there, that can also represent paranoid energy. So I think a lot of you did end up seeking counsel, seeking professional counsel, just so you can stay on course, because you knew you something was off. You just weren't feeling right. And the health checkup card can also be spiritual counsel. You can like go to the higher ups in regards to your religious group, who the leader of the community is, and have them pray over you. Something like that. That I think that plays a factor too. Like secret society, the judgment card has ancestors on it, and the King of Cups. Like, to me, that's your own personal religious group, that you trust, your tradition, what is the foundation, what is your foundation built on religiously, if you have a religion. If not, then that applies to some. Hermit in reverse. Why is the Hermit in reverse? 4 of Swords is here again. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you weren't honoring what you were taught and how you were raised. You were being very stubborn and worrisome at first. You were in the wrong energy. So it was almost like it was becoming a balance of somebody could have been projecting energy, or just you dividing your energy up, was take the divination, the division of your energy obviously was leading to not excuse me, not so great results. Somebody don't want me to say that. The division of your energy was leading to not so great results. Somebody was banking on you being on some kind of like psychotic break, because they wanted to break you down energetically. Nobody physically harmed you. It doesn't look like that. It looks like spiritual attacks to me. Okay, and they almost, I don't know if they thought it was working at some point. To some degree, they really felt like it was working, or just really couldn't get out their ego. They kind of see it like, damn, I really see how I could just make this happen. And somebody is like trying to tell them, advise them, no, you need to shift your focus. Like, you're too invested into somebody else's personal space and well-being overall. Like, that's just not like it. There's like a creepy energy that's been following you around, and your ancestors have been talking to you and kind of like teaching you how to like dodge and maneuver, that kind of shit, and you almost didn't listen because you were so like Page of Pentacles, where your focus is so dedicated on what you're doing that you don't realize the party that you keep is the party that's drowning the hell out of you right now, with the King of Cups here. But you are a person of integrity, emotional intelligence, somebody who's mature, who is responsible for themselves. You're just not responsible for other people's neuroses. But I think the Hermit card in reverse is people who don't do what you do, but they were in your energy. They're forced to leave. Period. They can go seduce somebody else. But that's what I feel like. To stay with you, they kept trying to seduce you with, I don't know, sweet words, sweet nothings, kind gestures. Like, comes with a lot of gestures. Let's move these furs over here. I think they're too close to the camera. Now, is there any last minute advice moving forward? Somebody doesn't want you to speak, but you got it going on. You're going to speak. You're speaking. You're doing it. Two of Cups. Yes. Five of Wands. The jealousy was in the company you keep. The competition was in the company you keep. So they come with that negative ass energy just because they got a smile on their face. People underestimate high priests and priestesses or anybody with any kind of supernatural abilities. People underestimate that kind of thing until they meet a person who's actually natural at doing those kind of things, because all they see is you kind of maneuvering yourself around to get away from that kind of stuff, and they know they never said nothing, but they know that they realize your energy, you picked up on something. They don't know how you did it, but you did it. Okay, and the energy, just because they're smiling and not saying how they really feel, you picked up on it and you're starting to move accordingly. Here go the Seven of Wands again. We don't play that. Not over here. My peace of mind is my peace of mind. Empress. Okay, the World card. That's internet success. Like, people are going to start talking about you a lot or making articles about you a lot. You're going to start to read more articles about yourself or create content that is article worthy. Temperance. Yeah. When somebody lacks appreciation or just feel entitled to you, like they may have just wanted to be a better replica of themselves and they was just going about it wrong. Forgive them. Do what Mother Teresa would do. Some should call their mother. There's conflict about you, because you wrapped up a lot of karmic cycles with family and friends. Maybe some lovers. I don't feel like this is lovers. I feel like this is family and friends. A lot of women, a lot of cattiness, even men. But it feels more like a lot of women. Like, nobody expected I keep hearing nobody expected to see you make it, to see you come out of that. Nobody expected that. They were banking on everything you've been through to break you down to the point where you're just not going to survive every little thing, every attack. Like, this is deep-rooted, malicious, evil, and possessive energy. Very toxic, deep-rooted, generational curse level toxic energy that was attaching themselves to you. And you made it out of that, because you're chosen to make it out of that. Not that you can't stand up for yourself, not that you were not standing up for yourself, but you were chosen to make it out of that on your own, with the helping hand of God. That's how you made it out of that. And you just kept right on going, like real poised, elegant with grace, elegant with crystal, and the rest is history. You guys, if this resonates, somebody's knocking on my door now, which is confirmation, but it's also, let me go answer it to stop them from knocking. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we will continue this. I can always do another reading to continue what I'm picking up on. Okay, until next time.